All right, everybody, welcome to our first session of the Pathfinder beginner box set with Pathfinder 2. And all of these beautiful ladies in front of you are going to be the players for this game, and I'm looking forward to it. I've not done an all female game before. I've wanted to do one for quite a while, and I just don't know that many female gamers. And so I asked Belle to see if she could muster up some ladies, and here we are. We're going to be playing the Pathfinder 2 beginner box set. I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah. Everybody want to introduce yourself, your characters' names, and then we'll get going with the Slaughterhouse game today. See if we can't get some rerolled characters.
What? All right. Well, I am Belle, and I play Gloria.
Welcome, Gloria. We've got a couple elves and an orc as well. I like it. All the beautiful costumes.
I'm half elf. Only half.
Well, a good half elf to me is a dead half elf. So that's how I look at half elves.
And then I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Oh boy. So, are you?
And I guess none of my sisters are going to talk.
Yeah.
So my older sister is Tanith.
Say
hi, Tanith.
Hi, Tanith.
And she's full elf. Then my younger sister is okay. You're going to have to do the pronounce it.
I'm Rythe. It's a pleasure.
And she's half orc, half human. And then Tanith has a sister.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's mute.
Is everybody getting used to pushing to talk? So is your name Writhe? Does it have to do with you're going to be writhing in pain when I smash you with my battle axe, or?
No. I'll be doing the smashing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why your name is Writhe, because your combatant will be writhing in pain after you smash them with your axe.
Cameron, we can't hear you.
Exactly.
So, Kaylin, introduce yourself.
My sister is. We have the same mother.
All right.
I prefer
Yeah. You all have the same mother.
So a group of sisters and half sisters. This will be interesting. So, all right. So we are going to start, and we're starting in the small little seaside town. It's nestled in the cliffs, the town of Otari. And I'm going to give you an image of what the small little village looks like from out at sea. Not much going on with it, you know. It's I'm sure several of you, I think a couple of you are from Otari, and maybe you are, maybe you're not. But this is a small lumber town. It's that's its main stay of economic prosperity, and there's also I would say not as much, but crafting little magical trinkets, little one-use items, chakras, trinkets, and stuff like that. There's also a pretty big business and trade here in Otari for trinkets as well. So we are starting in Otari, and where are you guys in where are you guys at in Otari? Are you, I'm going to let you dictate where we're starting inside of Otari. Are you inside of one of the taverns? Are you just kind of strolling around? Are you on the outskirts? I'm going to let y'all come up with it?
Well, my sister Gloria and our mother owns a tavern. I'm the bouncer, and Gloria is one of the maidens there. And we could start there.
Sure. What is the name of this tavern? Do you have a name for it?
To come on in.
Come on in. That's a great one. It's like if I was ever to make a bakery, I would call it Pinch a Loaf. I'm not joking. I would literally name a bakery Pinch a Loaf. So I like that name. Come on in. That's the come on in, or the come on in bar, or whatever you want to call it. And you can, and I've also shared the map of Otari with you as well. And there are quite a few locations, everything from Gauntlet Keep to the upper north to the sea, Absalom Sea, which is to the south. And a couple of key locations you'll notice on the right-hand side of the map, there is a long chute. And, you know, this is a logging village, and this is how they transport all of the huge trees that they've fallen down to the giant's wheel and then onto boats. And that's how Otari makes their money, is supplying wood and lumber to basically the capital of Absalom City. And in fact, I actually have another image for you before I get too ahead of myself. You'll notice that I love to share images and try to get you into the game as much as I can. So this is one little part of the world of Galarian for Pathfinder 2. And this is the Starstone Isle, and it consists of a couple of islands. The island of Erin to the top, well, to the north, and then the main island here, which all of you are at a very southern tip in Otari. So this is where you're at in relativeness to the surrounding area, and also all of the wood from Otari goes to the east to Absalom. So that is what's pretty much going on with Absalom, and also with the Starstone Isle and Otari and everything else. So you're at the come on in. I like that. So is there an inn to it, or is it just a tavern? I'm kind of interested in this.
It has a few rooms. It's mainly it's got a large tavern with a few rooms upstairs.
Okay.
We live in a small house in the back. If you look on the map at 11, I believe it's 11, which looks like a little bridge. There's the two buildings right there to the north of it. One of them's the inn, the other's our home.
Okay. I like it. Nice and convenient. I like that. So we'll be deducting about 500 gold a month for rent. No, I'm just kidding. Surprise!
Mom's in. It's Mom's in, so she takes care of that.
That's true.
We just work there.
So how
The
about,
joke is she has different children, so she has different looking people working there.
So what about Callan and Thaneth? Where are you in Otari?
Well, I just got finished at the market. I was looking for some special ingredients and they don't have them. So I'm really disappointed to travel all the way here and not to be able to get them.
What kind of ingredients were you looking for?
Well,
not to put you on the spot or anything, but
no, it's just some specialty explosive type ingredients that are special to this particular area. So they can only be found on the Isles.
For cooking, for alchemy, or is that just...
for alchemy, yeah.
Oh, very nice. And don't forget, as you being an alchemist, don't forget that you can also, use your survival skill if you have it, or your alchemy skill if you come across maybe a rare patch of maybe flowers or vines or maybe mushrooms or any kind of lichen or anything like that. And if you have a good enough skill check, I may reward you with some components that you can make some rare alchemical, maybe bombs or potions or whatever, salves or whatever. So, yeah.
Writhe likes it when things go boom.
They can
Usually
pass
it's,
you some bombs too, right?
yeah, those alchemist fire lightning bottles. Oh yeah, good stuff. I seen your list of alchemical bombs in your book. Good stuff. Good choices. So are all of you meeting up, or were you planning on meeting up, or
I wasn't.
family
I
get
was
together?
just in town. I just was in town to shop. But since the market's right there next to the inn, and Kaylin and our mom lives not too far away, I
Yeah,
figure I might just stop by the inn and check, see what everybody's doing.
sure.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I would take it that Gloria and Rye, they're probably there at the tavern.
Hold on, sister. I gotta
Yeah.
check your weapons policy.
She knows how you are. Check your bombs at the door, please.
She just wants to get her hands on them for herself.
Right? Well, she did say that she likes things that go boom, so all right, so you enter the tavern. It's we'll say it's midday, and it's the lunch crowd's there, and I guess the buffet's going. Everybody's getting their muffins and their lamb shanks and other meats and vegetables, and all the servers
Today's specialist fish stick and a snapper with a pineapple sauce.
ooh, a snapper. Nice. Too fishy for me. Now, if it's cod or salmon, I'll eat it, but that's about it for me and fish. Good stuff. Yeah, it's bustling inside, and all of you find one another, and I'll let you ladies take it from there.
Sisters, I'm bored. I want to reclaim my life in the wild, in the wind. We have to go adventuring.
Hmm.
You say this every year. When
I mean it this year. I'm tired of watching the wolves roam in the woods. I wish to join them.
So as you all are
What do you guys?
conversing, oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what do you guys?
I mean, are we just going to walk in the woods, or are we going to actually do something for once?
I mean, I'm always up for a walk in the woods. You never know what you'll run across.
There are billboards in town.
Well,
We could
it's
drop by a billboard.
It's
See what
funny
we
you
can
mentioned
find.
that, Dana. I'm sorry, Rod, because as you're saying that, one of the locals of Otari named Tamily Tandervale, and that was total hillbilly language right there. Oh my goodness. So Tamily Tandervale, you have a board up in your establishment where vendors can come in, other businesses, and they can put their business cards up there, or they can put wanted posters. And Tamily, you see her, she's hammering in a piece of parchment onto the board, the locality board. And she seems to be in a little bit of distress. And she's kind of tapping the parchment into the board. She's kind of looking around anxiously. And she gets done hammering it into the board, and she starts to walk away from it. And it looks like she's coming your way towards
Can I just pick her up and move her?
Sure. She is a gnome. Tamily is a gnome, so you could literally punt her if you wanted to, be an orc, half orc.
Don't kick the patrons.
I'm
Mom's told you about
I'm
that.
not.
At least before they paid.
But she says, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, Rife. How are you doing today? And she seems a little nervous.
Tammy, how are you?
Yes.
What's this that you
oh.
have on the board here? And I just yank it from the nail that she so perfectly nailed it up.
Oh my. Yes. It seems that, she's she is the owner of the fishery. So, she has a very nicely established restaurant, sells some general goods. She's sort of like got what is that restaurant that is like country eating and like a store and stuff?
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, that's it. She has like a Cracker Barrel type of restaurant. And she says, and she sees you rip it down and she says, oh my. But anyways, Rife, I have a slight problem that I'm in desperate need, and I'm pleading for help, and I know that you've been in a couple of altercations here in town in the past, and I know that you can handle your own, but with all of the guards protecting all of the loggers from all of the wolves and the bears, and the kobolds that have infiltrated our area, I'm looking for a few brave souls, maybe like you and your sisters, to venture down into my basement of my warehouse, because I have a lot of these large beasts that are just feasting on all of my fish, and they're eating the fish. Yes, beast. Big beast. They're as big as me. And she's not that big. I mean, she is a gnome, so she's these beasts are as big as me, and they're eating all of my salted fish out of all of my barrels and making a mess, and it's stinking up my fishery, and I need someone with the courage to go down there and face those big beasts and get them out of my warehouse.
Sisters, gather around. I say we have a quest.
Rodent removal.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, here, let's just bring her a snake.
Oh, I don't know, Gloria. These may not be any kind of little small rodents that you speak of. These things are huge. I saw one scurry across the floor onto the shelves, and I thought it was going to eat me. It was as big as me. Jiminy Crickets.
Tammy, you're a good soul.
Thank you.
I say I'll take care of it at least. Sisters, will you join me?
Sure.
Well, I did win the best fish plate of the year
practice.
10 years running here in Otari. So yeah, I am pretty awesome. So yeah.
Maybe you can feed us.
Secret sauces and spices.
We clean it out for you.
I'll tell you what. I will give all of you. I'll give all of you 10 gold apiece, and I'll also give you my fish plate of the week for a whole year, free of charge, for all of you.
Sweet.
Fish plate of the week. Oh God, where do I come up with this crap?
Hush puppies. I bet.
Yes, there's hush puppies sewn in there. I mean, we have all kinds of bass and brim, and sometimes we even serve seagull. Sometimes they even get caught in our nets. They swoop down and try to get the fish that are schooling, and sometimes we even get some seagulls. So that's the mystery meat of the week.
Well, as long as you're not serving whatever we
We
can.
call that mermaid stew.
Mermaid stew.
We do, sister. We do.
Eagle.
Well, yes. Do all of you think you could help me? I mean, I am in desperate need, and I think 10 gold is fair. I mean, 10 gold is actually a lot of money per person. That is per person. That's not to split. That's per person. Oh, and I know that you are the bouncer here, Rythe. So I'm sure you could probably go in there yourself and take all of these huge vermin out. I mean, these things they're huge. They come up to my eyes. Ugh. I just don't know what to do.
Does sound like my kind of challenge, at least for a warm up. like my sister suggested.
Oh my. Well, I don't have any other work after that. Maybe you could join the guards or something like that and kill the bears and the wolves, but ooh, wow.
That's all right, Tammy. And I give her a good slap on the back.
Yeah,
You're all right.
You knock her like a foot and she almost falls over. Oh my, ow. Shoulder is a little sore now.
So where are you?
I'm right here. I'm right here. And she kind of waves up to you because, you know, you're an elf. You have some height to you. And she says, I'm right here. Right here. Thanos, I'm right here. I'm willing to give you 10 gold. I'm willing to give your sister Gloria 10 gold and also Caitlin 10 gold. So that's 40 gold. That's a lot of gold. You could buy a lot of stuff with that. Wow. Now that I think about it, I should probably hired maybe some mercenaries for like a gold or something. Now that I think about it, 40 gold's a lot, but that's okay. It's to a good cause and it's for a good cause. And, you know, she just keeps jabbering and jibbing and ba 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 ba. That's all you hear after a little while. Ba 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 ba. As it just kind of blends in with the other background noise from everyone eating and drinking and yeah. So what do you say? What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. Here's a piece of parchment. This is a contract that I have. And I'm just kidding about the contract.
Not in blood.
Yeah. So she says, whenever, the sooner the better. Yeah, just come on over to the fishery, and whenever you're ready to venture down into the dark basement of the warehouse, please put an end to those foul beasts. It's actually starting to stink up the fishery. Well, I mean, it is called the fishery, but yeah, it smells like kind of fish, but I don't want it to smell like fish, and yeah, you kind of catch my drift. I'm sure you do.
We'll meet you over there, Tammy.
Oh, thank Moradin. Oh, thank you so much. And she, does a little curtsy and kind of taps you on the shoulder and says she has to reach up. Thank you so much. And she scurries right on out of the come on in. Come on in. I love that. So it looks like you ladies have a job. Kind of funny how it just kind of fell in your lap first 5 minutes of the game,
Oh, ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one.
No.
We like easy money.
Yeah, in a bar or in a tavern, you start a game. Yeah, surprise! We're going on an adventure.
It's a basement.
Yeah, so Ortari's it's a pretty active town. I mean, you can kind of explore Atari, or if you want to go right over to the fishery and help Tamily, it's up to you ladies.
If you're bored, I wouldn't mind heading over.
All right.
My axe is already, sharpened and.
Oh, you probably had that stone wheel going as you were talking to her. Yeah, sparks flying off of it.
Give me back my weapons. Mister.
Well, when you're sitting at the door as the bouncer and you're sharpening your axe, it kind of sets the mood so they know not to misbehave, because we don't put up with it.
That's true. That's very true. I like that. That's actually a good ploy to deter anyone coming in wanting to start a barroom brawl, or maybe trying to run out without paying for their tab or something. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the patrons just walk on in and see the sparks flying off of the stone
Especially if you add the fact that she'll have a missing grin.
Yeah. Insured by my axe, and there's a wall poster behind her, insured by my axe. So I've got a couple of pointers here on the map of Otari, and I'm guessing this is probably where you are located. And down here at the location here, this is the fishery. Wow. Old Tamily Tanderville coming to the rescue. I like that.
Nice short walk.
Yeah.
If I had closed that, how do I get it back up?
Oh, I can just share it for you.
I know, but you
There you go.
said you would rather.
Yeah, you can also go into the images sidebar button on the right-hand side, and it should be there for you also. It should say Map of Otari. So I just put Map of Otari in there for you, so you should be able to see it in the images sidebar button. All right. So as you walk down to the Otari fishery, you know, there's a nice porch with a bunch of rocking chairs on it. And a bunch of, as you walk into like a small gift shop, and you can see several employees, other gnome family members of Tammy running around, you know, stocking shelves and serving food. And yeah.
I stop one of them and pick them up. Where's the basement?
One of Tamily's sisters. She says, "Oh, are you the exterminators coming in for the big rodents? Oh, here, let me show you where the basement is." And she takes all of you to like a little side hall, real narrow hall, and there's like a trap door, and she opens it up, and it makes a squealing noise as she lifts it up, and it's pitch black dark down into the cellar, down into the basement. And she says, "I hope you brought your own light sources. Well, if you didn't, we have a couple of torches here that we sell for a copper a piece. But seeing that you're helping us, we can help you out and give you a couple of torches if you need them." They're like an Acme shop, you know. They got like all kinds of different items for sale, rations and 10-foot poles and fishing string and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it kind of helps to have some light down there. Don't you have torches already set?
Well, there are sconces down in the cellar, but I'm not going down there. I could be eaten alive by one of those big rodents. Those things are as big as I am, so I'm told. That's why we have the hired help, is to go down there and light the torches.
We'll take one torch, and that way we'll light the sconces as we go through the room.
Okay, so who would like to be first down into the dark, damp cellar? And who would like to be holding the torch as you start to descend down into absolute darkness? So you want to hold the torch, right? Or you want to be first? You want to do both, right? Okay. All right, so let me add a torch.
Burn the fur.
Right. That would not be good. Okay, so let me get a light source for you. I'm going to go into my effects here, and I'm going to take a torch. I'm going to drop it on Writhe, and then I'm going to share the map with you. Oh boy, this is what we've been waiting for. Lighting and all that other good stuff, so... Oh, here we go. Okay, ladies, so you are descending down these old rickety wooden steps. You've got actually Writhe is in the front, so I'm going to put her in the front. She is the one carrying the light source, so you should be able to see light coming off of the torch that Writhe is carrying. And as you descend down, you can smell just this overwhelming, scent of fish. And it's sort of like a rotten smell. And as you're walking down the steps, and every once in a while there is a slight creak, and you can feel the boards bending as you take steps. And you can see that this is definitely a warehouse type of room. Definitely a huge sense of fish. And you can see that, as you're in the lead, Rod, you can see that there are several huge barrels, probably some type of ale or maybe some cheap wine. But there's a couple of huge casks. There's several large stone pillars that are actually holding the basement up. And every once in a while, you can see that there are some strands of dirt coming from the ceiling from people walking above you in the fishery. But it's quite a large room as you start to descend down, and looks like there's quite a few supplies laying around as well. So what say you?
What are the supplies that we see?
Yeah, from where you're at, and you take you can take a step down, and to the north you can see that there's all kinds of general supplies. There's jars probably of spices, stacks of probably pieces of parchment, maybe receipts, maybe their bookkeeping work. But there's all kinds of stuff down there.
Does anything look disturbed that I see?
Give me I would say give me a perception check. And you can do that on your skills tab. And wow, you've actually got a really nice perception. So you are kind of giving the room a cursory glance. And to the right of your token, that's a huge stone pillar that's holding up the ceiling to the cellar. But yes, it's on the third tab down, the skills tab. And just to let everybody know, these ladies are new to Fantasy Grounds, with the exception of Belle, which has played Fantasy Grounds quite a bit. So we are also going to be giving some lessons with the use of the program as well. So yeah, just whenever you find your perception skill, roll the +5 to the right, and you will be good to go. Did you get your character sheet opened? Okay, and the third tab down is the skills tab on the right-hand side. And then all of your skills are in alphabetical order, and when you come to perception, just click the +5, and it will throw a dice into the chat box. What are you seeing on your end? Push to talk.
I have 2 dice. I don't know how or why.
Oh, okay, so you're on your character sheet. Are you on the skills tab? On the right-hand side, there's tabs.
If you look at the page that you click on the tab that says skills, and then you'll see things like acrobatics, arcana, athletics. Go down to your perception and go over to the far right where it says +5, and kind of click on that box. It's like a darker color than the other ones, right before the little red dragon.
There we go. Not a very good first roll. But as you're looking around, something kind of gets your attention and almost kind of startles you a little bit, because it is actually quite eerie going down into the cellar, and you hear some scurrying behind these barrels. And I'm gonna put a pointer, and behind these barrels you see something skitter behind it, and you actually see the light coming off of the shadow as it scurries past. So your perception check, you don't notice anything else that's in particular. So what do you think,
I
ladies?
to my sisters.
I think I need to light another torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm like feeling.
Well, let's start lighting the sconces.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, where
Hey,
are
can you light them?
those?
Sure. There are.
Do I see those?
There's 2 sconces, and they're on the wall on the side of the room that you're on. So if you want to place a sconce, there's one about 5 foot away from you. And what I can do is just give it a little bit of light. Mm-hmm. Whoops. All right. So there
And
we
if you
go.
move on into the room, the rest of us can follow in.
Yep. Yeah. So as you move down, you can also see to your right, Rye, that there is what appears to be maybe the wall has kind of fallen in a little bit. So you can see that there's a bunch of rubble on the ground. And it looks like it kind of descends down again into darkness.
So it's like a hole? It's just rubble?
It's like a huge fallen in hole in the wall. And it looks like the hole is large enough for you to walk through. And it's over this way. To the right. Oh boy.
I pointed out to Gloria. Gloria,
over
do
this
you
way.
see that?
Yeah, doesn't look like that is actually part of the room. So Gloria and Thanos, what are y'all doing?
Well,
I'm going to move into the room, and I'm like, oh, there's a pit. Hey, good place to throw the dead corpses of whatever it is we're going to kill.
Jeez.
I'm afraid they're coming out from in there. So I'm getting out my slingshot.
Okay.
I want to look over there and see what I can see from behind my sisters.
Hiding behind your sister. I like it. So yes, as you look past your sister on the eastern wall, there's definitely a non-natural type of hole in the wall. And it looks like it descends down into darkness. You can see the first stair, and you can see the ceiling is kind of descending down too. So it looks like it goes deeper down into the warehouse. But then again, Tamily, she did not mention anything like this. She just said, hey, go down to the cellar, take care of this, rodent problem that I have, and we'll call it a day. Everybody gets 10 gold. She didn't mention anything about a huge hole in the wall. Not that you can remember anyways.
Hey, Janice, I wonder if one of your bombs will put down there.
Well,
Damsels
kind of worried about
destruction.
taking out the whole fishery maybe isn't a good idea. Maybe we should figure out, are they actual stairs that led to a wall that's now a hole, or are they kind of recently cut?
From where you're at, yeah, you really can't see anything because you're still on the stairs. So you would have to literally move your token into. You can select your token. You can use the arrow keys to move it around, or you can just simply pick it up and move it as well. So you have 2 different ways that you can move your token around.
Can't see my token.
You're right there. You got a torch on.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can also. No, it's okay. You can also hover over your token and you can see the names of the others. Wow, that is like, she's got like a speed of 300. So yeah, you're having a hard time getting through that pillar to the south. You're just continually walking into it, bumping your head on it, bump. But from where you're at though, you can see that it doesn't look like those are mason stairs. It looks like they're just, maybe water eroded it over time or something like that. We'll put you right there in another square.
And you can take your map and you can center it by using the little up and down at the bottom, and you can also use your rotary wheel to make the map larger and smaller.
Yes. Yep. Use your mouse wheel. You can use the little button in the lower right-hand corner. It looks sort of like a compass star. You can kind of move it around. You can enlarge it. You can do all kinds of good stuff. So what about you, Kaylin?
I think we lost her.
I think we did too.
I believe Caitlin is I think she's having technical difficulties.
No problem. So we will kind of keep Kaylin up there at the top. Maybe she's fumbling around through her pack, trying to find a torch and maybe some tinder and flint to get it lit. So what do you think, ladies? As you can see to the north, there's shelves with a bunch of stuff. There are 4 huge casks, and you can see that one of the barrels has Thunder Brew 5000 on it, which is a very, very cheap beer that is served during like happy hour. And then there's another barrel that says Sneaky Pete on it. It's like a real cheap whiskey. Rot gut.
So we could get the rats really drunk and then kill them.
How do you know the rats? How do you know they're not wolves? How do you know they're not bears? How do you know it's not a mind flayer?
Yeah, well, we know her, and she, I'm expecting they're going to be, probably cat-sized rats.
You think
I
she
did
maybe
see some movement behind the cast.
You did. Can
we get closer to see what's
let's
there?
look behind it and kill it.
Well, I'm going to look up, too, just in case there's, like, slime on the ceiling.
That's good, though, because most players don't do that. So that's good. So also during every game, you'll also have a hero point. And a hero point in Pathfinder 2 lets you do a reroll. So it kind of works like inspiration in D&D 5e. But in Pathfinder 2, it lets you do, it lets you reroll skill check and attack or whatever. So, yep. Yeah. So welcome back, Kaylin. What are you going to be doing, Kaylin, as your sisters have gone down?
She's bubbling around, so now she's in the lead.
Surprise! Welcome back. Your point. That's too good. Yeah, so Kaylin, you can move your token down to where you want to move as well.
I'll put the map back up, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Is that underneath images? For some reason, Comcast dropped me. I don't know why I had to come back in.
No problem at all. Yeah, also, when you have your combat tracker open in the upper right-hand corner with the swords crossed, you can always click on your little avatar on the left-hand side. And in case I don't share it, or if you accidentally turn off the map or, close it out, you can always double click on your image, and it will pop that map up for you. So
we all have low light vision too, right?
Yeah, low light works in Pathfinder 2. Low light vision is if it is dim light, then you can see like it's regular daylight. So yeah, that wouldn't pertain here because it was pitch black dark. So your low light vision wouldn't kick in. So ladies, what are you gonna do? I know you said you were gonna look around and maybe check things out.
I think we were looking behind the cast, right?
Yeah, can I start moving that?
You can't.
Do I need to roll for strength?
Move what? You can get around the cask. There are ways around the cask, but they're sitting on these.
Oh, okay.
These casks are sitting on these sort of like these rockers, these half moon rockers. But it would now, if you want to try to push one of the casks, you definitely can with a strength check or an athletics check. But I don't know if Tamily would appreciate a 150-gallon drum of Thunderfire 5000, Thunderbrew 5000, or, especially the Sneaky Pete. Oh, that stuff smells. It reeks anyway. Y'all know because y'all serve it at your establishment as well. So,
shh, we tell people it's the good stuff.
Around it.
Sure. Yeah, there's
moving it.
It looks like there's a way about right here. It looks like you can move around the barrels. Definitely looks like you can move around the barrels. And then, like I said, there are those shelves that are on the northern wall as well that you can see. Glory, you can see those. And also, actually, all of you ladies saw them as you were, venturing down. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to let everybody, we'll kind of go turn-based right now. So, Rythe, what are you going to do as you move around the barrels?
Sorry, see if I see anything.
You got to hate that push to talk when you're not used to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
All right. So, yeah, these are the cask of Sneaky Pete. And then on the shelves, there's all kinds of, wine bottles. Some of them look like they may be of a higher quality, like Elvish wine. Looks like there may be some Dwarvish made wine. There's all kinds of different spices and herbs and stacks of plates and mugs and all kinds of spare things that are needed for the restaurant. And then there's all kinds of, little cases of candies and little tchotchkes for the kids and stuff that they give out, or things that they sell in their little gift store there.
Do I see any movement?
Not right now, but you can hear some scuffling and like a chittering type of sound, like a sort of like teeth kind of clattering. Gloria, how about you?
I'm curious of what's over here on the table. So, I'm going to go check out this area up here to see if there's any rat droppings or anything else that looks interesting.
Don't be stealing stuff.
Give me a perception check. Definitely give me a perception check.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
That's a nice roll. Definitely a lot better roll than Rythe had. So, yeah, as you're kind of moving things away, and these shelves are actually, they're tall. They're about eye level. And, as you're working your way down the shelf, you can see that on the bottom, there are several rat pellets, like rat poop. You can definitely see that there's actually quite a bit of it as you kind of hold the torch under there. And yes, there's a hefty heaping helping of rat poop under the shelves that stretch the entire wall. And there's all kinds of rat poop. Yeah, this isn't your normal rat poop either. This is these are like little miniature cannonballs. These are like cannonball rat poop. These aren't small little rats. It doesn't look like you're going to be dealing with small little rats, that's for sure.
Okay, let's be honest. If the rat things are the same size as her, they wouldn't have cannonball poops. That would be huge. That would be something bigger than us.
Well, they're like little miniature cannonballs, not the full 30-pound cannonball. Yeah, that would just kill the rat. I mean, obviously. So, Thaneth, what about you? As your sisters kind of scurry around the Sneaky Pete barrels.
I'm gonna go this other way over here.
Sure.
How far can I move?
You can move over to the edge. You can go into the earthen corridor.
I'm not going in there by myself. I'm going to go up to the edge.
Really? You don't want to split the party? Oh, the DMs love it when you split the party. But yes, down here, there's a way around that pillar because you're right kind of in between the two stone pillars holding up the roof of this warehouse. But you can fit between there. Go
when I
behind
come
the
over
barrels.
to here, where is the noise seem to be coming from? Over where?
Yeah, it seems to be getting a little bit louder. Yeah, it seems like it might be coming from all around you. This chittering and chattering of teeth. This.
I'm gonna look and see if I can see anything.
Sure. You can see down the earth and the stairs. It looks like it descends down in the darkness, and you don't see any light sources or anything like that.
Okay, and I don't see any whatever's chittering.
No, but you can definitely hear it. It doesn't sound like it's very far away. I mean, you can hear that it may be coming from in front of you, and maybe coming to your left, and it may be coming from your right. So basically from the north, the south, and the east.
So not back where Gloria is.
No. Yes, up there. Yes, that's to the north. Yeah, on all the maps, It's always up is north, down is south. So what about you, Kaylin? You can hear this chittering and chattering of teeth as well. Ooh.
Does it appear coming from all around me like her?
It does. Yes, it sounds like something maybe behind that barrel of Thunderbrew 5000.
I think we should stay together.
I'll look between the barrels.
Yeah, just as you look around
the barrels over here.
Yeah, when you look between the barrels, you can see a huge dog-sized creature running from your right to left. So, also, Thaneth, you see two huge dog-sized rats come up from the dark on those earthen stairs. And Gloria and Rive, you also see a rat jump out at you as it just spills everything and just pushes everything onto the floor. Glass breaking and papers flying everywhere. And we are now in combat. So, ladies, please roll initiative. And you can roll initiative on the main tab of your character sheet. Right there, where it says initiative. So everybody roll the perception box. Nice rolls. Gloria, I'll change yours. Nope, yours is... What is yours in the box right now? Yours says 18, you're good. Right, got a 15. Wow, Thanos has got a 21. And Kaylin, you are at 14. So we are in our first combat. So, all right. So the first rat that is charging up from the darkness just in front of you moves in, Thaneth, with its teeth, just these huge razor sharp looking teeth, and you can see the little sparkle ping kind of coming off of their teeth as the reflection of your torch is hitting them, and their fur is really nasty, and these spines are kind of coming up out of their flesh and stuff. So we are gonna go into combat, and this first rat, it targets you, and it will attack you and try to bite you, Thaneth. And it hits you with the 17. So let's give you some damage. You take a total of 3 piercing damage from the bite of the rat. Ow. So we are going to go next to Kaylin. I know that these rats have 3 actions, but I'm not going to bombard them with 3 actions right off the bat. This is their first combat. They're new to Fantasy Grounds, and I want to make sure that they get the hang of it first. You know what I mean? Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Electric Arc.
Okay.
I'm the rat.
Gonna zap it.
Okay, so you're going to be casting Electric Arc, which is a cantrip, and it affects 1 or 2 creatures within 30 feet. So, wow, very nice. So the giant rat had a successful saving throw. So you can go ahead and now roll your damage, and it will give the rat half damage as the electric arc comes out from you and, ooh, wow, scorches it for 6 electricity damage. I like that. Good job. It's definitely wounded. So you get, that was one of your actions. You still get 2 more actions. So you can, well, actually, I think your spell costs 2 actions. So you have another action to move or do something else that takes 1 action. Or you can just call it good there.
Good there, and where's the little button at?
What were you wanting to do?
How do I switch it to the next person?
Oh, okay,
Or
yeah.
in my turn?
In the
There's
combat
a
tracker, a little down arrow in the lower left-hand corner. It says next actor. There you go. All right, Thanos, you're up.
Okay, so I want to hit it with my slingshot.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so what do I click here?
On your actions tab, all the way down at the bottom, you will look at the weapons, the first section there where it says sling, and take the +5, which is your bonus to attack, and you just pick that up and drop it on the rat on the map. Or you can drop it on the rat inside of the combat tracker. That choice is up to you.
Which rat attacked me? The one with 9 or 6?
Let's see, yeah, giant rat 6, the one that is wounded. And you can also see the little life bubble. You can see how wounded the rat is. So you take a stone, put it into your sling, you let it go, and it hits the rat right between the eyes with a 22. So that's a very nice hit. So now you'll just take your damage, which is to the right, 1d6 bludgeoning, and you'll drop that onto the rat as well. And it will give the rat... Oh, nice. So let's see. Yeah, let's drag that over onto the giant rat. And you killed the rat with your sling. So in case you... because you didn't you didn't drop the damage onto the rat, if you ever forget to do that, you can just simply pick up that damage box in the chat and just drag it over and drop it onto the rat. So, but nice shot. You hit the rat right between the eyes, and it falls to the ground lifeless. All right, so hit the next actor, and we'll go to Gloria. You are up next. Well, actually, I'll take that back. You attacked once. You still have 2 actions left. You can still do 2 more things if you want, Thanos. Because in Pathfinder 2, you get 3 actions, and your attack costs 1 action. So you can attack the other rat 2 more times if you want to. But your second attack will be at -5, and your third attack will be at -10. But, I mean, that's no problem. But if you want to do that, or you can spend an action and take a movement, and you can move up to your movement, or you can take 2 movements, because 1 movement costs 1 action, and you have 2 more. So yeah,
I'll shoot at it too.
Okay, so now you want to take where it says 0. That's your second attack. And then the -5 will be your third attack. That's if you decide to take and just go full-blown machine gun with your sling, So yeah, just take the 0 and drag it over to giant rat number 9.
Do I need to move back up to me?
No, you can just stay right there because...
Yeah, the pointer isn't there.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that, yeah. There you go. It's your turn again. Ooh, so that is a critical miss. So that was your second action, and you still have 1 more action. Now, if you want to take another shot, you'll use the -5 attack, which is actually -10. Ooh,
right,
that's a bad miss too. So you get the first one between the eyes, your second and third stone misses the rat, and your stones go past and hit the earthen wall, and a little bit of debris falls on the ground. Okay, so Gloria, you're up. You have 3 actions now.
All right. Well, I've got that bow out, and I am going to shoot at this first rat that's near me.
All right.
The-
And your sister isn't in the way too much. I mean, you can visibly see the rat. So, all right, your first attack is a miss. And don't forget, all of you have hero points. So if you miss, you can use a hero point to reroll. So your second action, you moved, and now you got 1 more action left.
And this would be...
All right. Your second attack is a 19, and that was at -5, so you can roll damage. Very nice. You wounded the rat with 3 piercing damage. Very nice.
Die, rat, die! And how big is this rat?
It's about the size of a Rottweiler. It's a pretty big rat.
Die, dog rat! Die, dog rat!
How did I miss that rat?
I know. Okay, so the
I love
second
your
rat.
enthusiasm.
All right, so the second rat, it scurries towards you, Thanos, as it tries to bite you. Ooh, a 22 is definitely a hit. So let's give you a little bit of damage. And you'll take a total of 3 damage. So you're heavily wounded. You're starting to feel the effects of these rats biting into you. So that's going to be it for the rat. Even though the rats get 3 attacks as well if they want to in 3 actions. Seeing that this is our first combat, I kind of just want to introduce all of you into combat and stuff before I just go full bore just trying to destroy you. So, but I'm not trying to destroy you. The dice destroy you, not me. But I'm just the middleman. You know what I mean? If that makes it, never mind. That's dumb. Okay, so Rye, you're up now.
Okay, so I take
Your
out my
sister
axe.
hit it. Yeah. Okay. I would say you would probably have your axe already drawn. I would say you probably already had it drawn. Because if you were to pull it out, that costs an action. So I don't want you to have to spend an action on that. I'm sure you would have had it drawn already.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I already had it drawn. And I'm going to make a melee attack.
Okay, sounds good. Great axe +7. That's a heck of a bonus. So you just pick up the +7 that's on the great axe on your actions tab and just drop it right onto that giant rat 3. Just pick it up, drag, and drop it on the rat. That's perfect. That's a hit, a nice hit with an 18. Now to the right, you'll see your 1d12 +4 slashing damage. You'll pick that up and also drag and drop it onto the rat. Venus Grounds is easy to use. Oh, nice. You rolled a 9. 15 damage to the rat. Yeah. Give me a great cinematic on how you just absolutely kill this rat. Push to talk. Gotta love it.
Push to talk will kill me. It will kill me. I take 1 step and I swing back my axe and I slice straight down on its spine, but like sideways so that its spine like comes out of its body.
Ooh, and like its guts just kind of all fall out on the ground, steaming hot mess of guts and intestines and stomach. Ugh. Nice. 2 rats dead. Yeah. Good job,
and considering
ladies.
She spends most of her day sharpening this darn thing.
Oh, yeah. It's like a razor. All right, so we'll go to the next rat, which you can actually hear, Kaylin. It's scurrying around the pillar, and it charges right for you, and it runs right past Thanos, ignoring her. So it is going to take a bite at you. And Kaylin, you are also hit with a 21. So let's give you some piercing damage from its jaw attack. You take a total of 4 piercing damage, and you are wounded. So we
I
are
do
now...
have a question.
Sure.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So I used one action, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could I use my other action to move? Or
yeah. If you want to use your... Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and use your second and your third action if you want to. So, yeah. So if you want to move now, that would be your second action. And you can move up to your movement. And you can just target your token, move it anywhere you want. You just won't be able to move it.
I can't hear you.
Anything.
Hold on. Wait.
Push to talk there.
Oh, yeah. I was hitting the wrong button. I'm so sorry. This is my first time ever using Discord. I apologize. Yeah. So, yeah, you can use your second action to move anywhere you want up to your movement, which is 25. So you can basically move 25 feet. Just remember, yeah, you can't move through the barrels and stuff and it won't actually let you move through anything that's blocking your vision, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, it won't let you move through there
around.
either. Yep, you got to go around. So look at you trying to cheat. Okay, so your first movement would be 5, and then your second would be 10, and then down would be 15. And then down again would be 20, and then to the right would be 25. So that would be all of your movement. Then you could take another action and move again, and then that would be your third action. But I don't know. Do you want to get in range of the rat to where it could possibly attack you, or do you want your sister to take the bite?
Well, I want to help her as much as possible, you know?
No, well, you can use your third action and run up to the rat then. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe you could do
right.
some type of like taunt or intimidation to maybe get its attention to get it off of your sister. Do you really want to take that shot, or do you want your sister to take it for you? I know. I mean, all right. So that is your third action. So now we're going to go to Kaylin, which now we're in round 2.
I do have one quick question. How do I know how many actions a spell takes?
Whenever you are on your actions tab and you're looking at your spells, you can click on to the right. So if you're using Electric Arc, you can see that it has the 2 kind of diamonds that says it takes 2 actions. And then it has your rolls. And then to the right, there is the red dragon icon. You can click on that. And then it will tell you all of the information like you would see in the core rule book for the spell. So you see it, it takes 2 actions, verbal, somatic, stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Oh.
So what would you like to do? Cast another spell? Would you like to run?
I'm not going to run yet. I will attack again.
All right. Now, just remember, ladies, in Pathfinder 2, not every single creature has attack of opportunity. So if you play D&D or Pathfinder 3.5, usually if you try to run away from something, it would get an attack of opportunity. But in Pathfinder 2, they eliminated it for the most part. Only certain monsters. So it's sort of risk versus reward. Do I want to try to run away from this thing? Will I get an attack of opportunity? That's what I like about the new attack of opportunity system.
I want to try. Good, let me drag it. Where is it?
What are you wanting to do?
I was trying to do rate of fall. Oh, because it's a range attack. All right. I guess I'll do.
Yep. Wow. Nice job. Well, actually, it was a critical success. The rat rolled a critical success saving throw, so it will not take any damage at all. Critical successes eliminate all damage. A success would give it half damage. So now I see you're running away. Run away! Run away! Like in Monty Python, I like it. All right.
I'll stop there.
No problem. So let's move it on. And Thaneth, it is now your turn, as you've been bit twice now.
Ryan, ROUS is okay. So my
Couple
sister's
more
standing next to me.
slingshots.
So, yeah, and I could also stab it with my dagger. Am I within stabbing distance, or have
Sure.
to move?
Yep. Nope. You're right beside it. So those are 5 foot squares. So yes, that monster is within your reach. And we'll say that you had your dagger and your sling, and you were kind of holding the dagger. But going forward, we're going to have to say I have my weapons drawn, or I'm going to take a second and third action. So let's see what you do with your dagger.
Yeah, no, I can use it as one action because I definitely didn't say it.
It's okay. I'm not worried about that. This is sort of like a learning thing. So, wow, nice shot. 23. That's a good hit. So let's do some dagger damage now. 1d4 plus 1. All right. So the rat is wounded. You do 2 more damage, and you got 2 more actions. Look at that. Second hit.
Nice.
2 more damage. The rat has seen better days.
Okay, so before it said I was poisoned. Am I poisoned or just damaged?
Let's see. There is, I believe that, I wasn't introducing the poison, so no,
Okay.
you're not poisoned.
I have
no.
an antidote. I just was asking. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're not poisoned.
I might as well just stab him again.
Yep. Third attack at -10. Let's see if you can get the trifecta. Nope. Valiant effort. 2 out of 3. You hit 2 out of 3 times. So Gloria, you're up now.
All right. Well, I'm going to come into the room to help my sisters.
Okay. Thanks for joining the party. All right. There's 20 foot of movement. The first rat there, you can get a clean shot without, oh, look at that. That's a critical hit. Very nice. Now let's add some damage to that, and the system will automatically calculate double damage and stuff. So yeah, that's awesome. Let's see how you do for damage. Oh yeah, the rat basically explodes as you shoot it with one of your arrows. Bits of rat.
I have skewered that dog rat.
You have, as the rat explodes, it kind of covers Thanos and Writhe and rat guts and poop and snot and all that. So that's the rat explodes. So, all right, nice shot.
I give a battle cry.
Oh, you love that probably. So you got 1 more action. What would you like to do, Gloria? All right, so she's going to take a little bit more movement, it looks like. And you can go right, you can get into the same square as the rat if you'd like, because it is dead, so.
Well, I don't want to be that close to the other rat, though. If it decides to bite somebody, I don't want it to be me.
I got you. You want it to be one of your sisters, so. Yeah, well, all right, we'll pass it on to the rat. So this rat, let's see. I'd say it's going to move up and it's going to attack Writhe. I'm going to pick on Writhe now for a round because I've already bitten Thanos. And now, yeah. So let's see if the jaw attack hits you and it misses. You kind of dodge out of the way or parry it with your axe. So now it's your turn to reciprocate that attack if you'd like.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm not doing 3 attacks yet on the monsters and stuff. Kind of letting the ladies get used to combat and stuff. All right. So the attack is out. Ooh, and it's a 14. You got a hero point. You want to spend it and re-roll it?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay. And you can keep track of your hero points on the on the combat tracker. And if you'd like to, at the top of your character sheet where it says hero points 1, you can pick up that 1 and drag it and drop it into the chat, and you can see that it says you used a hero point. So yeah, unfortunately it doesn't deduct it. So all right,
That's nice to know, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
so your second attack is a pretty nice attack, which kills that rat as well. So you basically just slice the rat in half, and you ladies are out of combat. So very nice job. Very nice job. Your first combat. Now, that's to get used to how combat works and stuff, but usually the monsters would also get 3 actions as well. So going forward, all of the monsters will then have 3 attacks or a movement, etc. So yeah, very nice job. So you ladies are out of combat. And what would you like to do?
Well, of course, we'll put all the corpses together because, she might make mystery meat stew out of it.
Oh. Like Sweeney Todd,
I would like to
huh?
cast skill on hand.
Meat pies. All of a sudden there's a...
I mean, these are really big rats. That's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, I want to see what's in the hole.
Sure, you can do that. You can go over to the...
Hey, can I heal her? Can I heal her first?
Yeah, you can heal.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, all you have to do, Kaylin, is take your heal spell and just drag and drop the heal onto Thaneth, and it will automatically add the hit points to her. Very nice. So
Yeah.
you get back 3.
Now I
Very
have
nice.
healing also.
It looks like you still have... It still looks like you're down a couple hit points. It looks like you're down 6 hit points. Kaylin, you're also wounded. You have 4 wounds also.
But I have heal somewhere. I have natural medicine.
I believe you can make healing potions also, can't you? Or is that one of the ones that you took? I have to look.
I don't think so.
No, you took Alchemist Fire, Antidote, Bottled Lightning, and Cheetah's Elixir. Yeah.
Healer's tools. I don't know. I'll have to look that up before next time.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, because you can always do healing with med kits and stuff like that. Of course, they'll use charges, but then as you level up and progress, you can also get feats that will allow you to heal multiple people also. So out of combat healing is very important in Pathfinder because the monsters are pretty relentless. If I would have attacked you with those rats 3 times per, that would have might not have been very good. But we'll say that everybody has healed up, and we'll do some research this next week before we play again about out of combat healing with med kits and stuff like that. So I know, Thaneth, that you mentioned that you wanted to... What's that?
Yeah, go ahead. I have medicine on my skills.
Yeah, the
which has a
medicine
roll.
skill. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of feats that can actually go with the medicine skill as well. So I would definitely read about, administering first aid. You can also treat diseases and stuff like that, poisons. So yeah, definitely read about medicine during the off week. And we'll go ahead and let you come over to the ledge here like you said you wanted to do, and you look down and you can actually see the earthen stairs. They descend about 20 feet down into darkness, and then it looks like it opens up into a huge cavern, and that's where we're going to end for today. So it looks like there's more to this than just the warehouse. And as you're standing on the ledge, you can see that there was a ton, and there's no perception skill needed for this. There's a lot of traffic, like rat tracks, and there's also another mysterious small bipedal footprint, like a small humanoid with like pointy toes. So if you want to give me a perception check on that, Thaneth, I'll let you do that really quick before we end.
No.
Yeah, you're not too familiar with those tracks because you are, of course, a new adventurer. So good first session, ladies. We'll continue on next week. Is everybody ready to go next Monday?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for playing. Great costumes. I love it. And we'll have fun. So thanks everybody for playing, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you all next week. Yeah, thanks everybody.